Dean, this is okay. Addressing my past relationship with Ellum. Now, before I read into this, financial abuse definition. Financial abuse is a common tactic used by the abusers to gain power and control in a relationship. The forms of financial abuse may be subtle or overt, but in general include tactics to conceal information, limit the victim access to assets. All right, addressing my past relationship with Ellum, Captain. Okay, this is this. Is this like from London? Because I know he moved to the U.S. Right, bro. This is bro. Why does that look so long? Summary: I stayed silent about my breakup with Josh for nearly 2 years because I didn't want one relationship to define my career or my life. However, constant public speculation made it impossible to fully heal or move on. Okay. And staying quiet ultimately did more harm than good. I'm sharing this now finally to put the situation to rest and move forward. Okay. What happened was not just cheating, it involved emotional manipulation, intentional financial exploitation, disregard for my boundaries, and career misuse, much of which he later admitted to. Very early in the relationship, Josh pushed for us to live together in an apartment far beyond what I planned to spend. Despite agreeing he would contribute, he paid no rent for his entire lease. Damn. Over time, I financially supported nearly everything: rent, bills, food, transportation, pets, while also supporting my family back in New York. Bro, you in the UK and then you support a family back in New York? Later, I discovered he had a significant saving the entire time and chose not to help. Wait, he was finessing? He repeatedly ignored my boundary by making our relationship public against my wishes and using me and content without consent, often interrupting my own work to film his. My career became content for him without compensation or consideration. Okay. When I moved abroad for him, I spent holidays alone in hotels, was frequently ignored, and received little emotional support. He prioritized gaming, streaming, and other creators over me. Even during moments of severe emotional distress, he consistently minimized my feelings, stonewalled me, and accused me of being controlling. He regularly messaged other women in secret, including his ex, and dismissed my discomfort while openly stating he didn't believe I would leave him. His behavior worsened and he gained more opportunities and clout, particularly after connecting with LA creators, during which I became his lowest priority. After the breakup, he attempted to negotiate and minimize what he owed, avoid responsibility for utilities and shared expenses, and left me with a financial burden, including car lease he benefited from but never paid for. There were also deeply troubling behaviors after the breakup that made me feel unsafe and violated, as well as ongoing neglect towards our dog, whom primarily cared for and financed. Who I primarily cared for and financed. I take accountability for allowing too much for too long. My kindness, generosity, and love language were taken advantage of. This relationship didn't just hurt me; it derailed my mental health, my stability, my ability to create content. What kind of content did she make, chat? I'm sharing this not for revenge drama or control or to control anyone's friendship, but to correct misinformation, acknowledge the reality of what happened, and finally allow myself to move on. Minecraft. Thanks to everyone who continues supporting me despite the absence. I'm ready to close this chapter and move forward. Read the doc, you're missing a lot of shit. My breakup with Ellum got consistently on Reddit, Twitter, TikTok, and my mentions almost monthly. Speculations never stop. Made me. Who the f- is the anonymous chinchilla? Um, I've also seen people say that if something truly bad happened, that I should speak up about it so they know who they are supporting, or so people around Josh are not unaware. While it is not my responsibility to share something this traumatic publicly, staying silent has not helped me to move forward either. At this point, it feels like this is the only way to finally put this to rest. Okay, I've seen that part. I want to be clear to start. I've never asked anyone to stop being friends with Josh ever. The idea of the UK creator stop speaking to him because of me is not true. Many of them were friends with him long before we dated and have their own reasons for distancing themselves. Obviously, they weren't happy when seeing how he treated me, but that isn't the sole reason for cutting him off. I've spoken privately with a few LA creators who reached out when speculation resurfaced, and I hold absolutely no malice toward them or the friendship they continue to have. I've only had good interactions with most of them, but many of them are unaware of what he's done. I could figure out what he did. All I gotta do is call, you know, I am sharing his address now because I have happened to reduce online. Uh what happened has been reduced online to just cheating. It was not, it's emotional manipulation, financial and career exploitation, and behavior that was intentional and later admitted to. Very early on, about 2 weeks into the day, Josh asked me to move in together. I see this part. Right that time, Simon and Talia had just moved into a new apartment in London, and he made it clear he wanted to live near them. The apartment was far beyond what I planned to spend. Oh my God, that man trying to live next to Simon and Talia? You know that's got to be bread. Chat, that's got it, bro. That's got to be bread. That's crazy. The firm was okay. Supporting entire household family back home in New York. But I agreed as long as he paid portion of the rent, I wanted to make him happy. At the time, he made significantly less money than me, so I never expected to have. But he ended up paying nothing for the entirety of that lease. When he came to New York to meet my family for the first time, instead of spending time with us, he stayed in my room almost the entire trip doing a subathon. During that visit, I wanted to surprise him by telling him I had secured the apartment and went to show my mom on YouTube video of the layout. Instead, I discovered in my YouTube watch history on my left that he had been watching videos of him and his ex on holidays, along with video titles, things like "What does it mean when your ex says it's too soon?" I should have ended the relationship right there. Instead, I believe his apology and his explanation that he was trying to delete old content involving his ex. Huh? Come on, Cara, come on, bro. However, I later found out he was trying to meet up with her for dinner, hence the YouTube video search. I really hate reading. Around the same time, he made our relationship public online despite me asking him not to. My own mother found out that we were dating from YouTube shorts. I didn't explicitly ask him not to make us moving in together public either. And he did it anyways. Every TikTok, YouTube short, and video now became focused on his girlfriend being Captain Puffy. He'd use me on YouTube videos without even asking me. I'd be mid streaming myself, and then suddenly his cameraman would knock on the door saying that I'm filming a video for Josh. So I have to end my own stream. His entire YouTube channel almost became a couples channel, and I received nothing for it. It became clear very early on that my boundaries mattered less than views, which slowly ate away at me. All these videos are still on this channel now at the current time of me writing this. When I officially moved to the UK right before Christmas, after he met my family, he told my mom he would look after me. Our apartment was not ready yet. He refused to let me stay at his place for a week. Okay, that's wild. That is wild. Saying it was meant to be his in his ex's apartment, even though they never lived together, and that there were too many memories, and he did not want to mix them with. Wait, he did not want to mix me with his memories there. Aw. As a result, I spent thousands of dollars alone in a hotel in central London during the holidays, right after leaving my family and moving abroad. He never visited me once, rarely called. He stayed up all night playing games with his creative friends. I I was incredibly lonely and homesick, and he knew that. I kind of feel bad for her. Just reading this. When the apartment was ready, I moved in before him because he said he needed more time. He moved in. He moved at the last minute and did not come over to help me build anything but the sofa. He did not help set up anything. It did not help make it feel like a home. From that point on, I paid for almost everything. We lived in a very expensive apartment that I covered almost entirely. I did all the shopping, cooking, cleaning, and took care of the house. Damn. The only bill he considered pay for was a water bill. Nearly every dinner or outing, he would slide the check across the table to me and joke about it using my debit card so it looked like he paid. Even my birthday dinners came to complaint. Oh my God. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Chat, just reading this, he finessed the fuck out of her. Bro, he finessed the absolute fuck out of her. Like she loved them. She loved them and he finessed. Now you'll be like, oh, Dean, are you picking a side here? Are you defending her? No, 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 I'm not. I'm not. I told you, I'm very unbiased when it comes to these things. Now, no, it's bad that she, like, right now, she's probably fucked mentally because she got used, literally used, right? And, like, I don't know. Oh, man, love makes you do dumb shit. Hold on. I went out fishing with the UK right before Christmas. He met my friend about the money, talking to girls, just overall poor behavior would be around. When he moved to the new apartment with yep, apartment viewing despite. Just TTS it, bro. I need to TTS this, bro. I need to, for me to understand it.
When we broke up and he moved out of our final apartment, he left behind paperwork that showed his bank balance from over a year prior.
Can I
It
pause?
showed a very significant amount of money saved.
Oh my God, I could pause.
More than enough to have contributed the entire time if he wanted to. When I confronted him, his explanation was that he became obsessed with watching his bank balance grow, even while knowing I was hemorrhaging through my savings, paying for both my family back in NY and our life in London. After the breakup, every conversation we had about money, he tried to negotiate what he owed me in rent. He made several deductions and paid the bare minimum over the course of over a year. Did not pay utilities, did not pay his own council tax, and tried to deduct time.
What the fuck is a council? I'm sorry, chat, for the UK people. What's council? Council.
Time he chose to spend in LA and Japan, as if being on vacation meant rent did not apply. When Simon and Talia moved to the countryside, Josh wanted to follow them. This is why I leased a Tesla. He said he would not have time to drive me around for errands, etc., and I was meant to learn to drive.
I low-key feel bad for her, bro, because I feel like her heart's completely shattered and she's about to become a monster. You know what I'm saying? So the next poor guy is gonna try to shoot a shot and then she's gonna destroy him potentially.
After I got the car, he sold his own, kept the money, and paid nothing toward the Tesla or its insurance.
He just used the fuck out of her.
The Tesla effectively became his, as I never drove it once. After the breakup, I was left stuck with the lease and had to pay thousands to break the lease. After I had already done multiple house viewings, paperwork, and paid deposits for a countryside rental, he suddenly changed his mind, saying he'd probably be in London several days a week. and needed a studio because creators wouldn't want to travel out of the countryside to film with him. I told him I wasn't paying for both a countryside home and a London studio, so we stayed in London.
Bro, on God, this dude found the perfect shorty. Now, once again, I'm just hearing her side right now. But from this, if she did all of this and he fumbled this, is kind of crazy.
And now we're stuck with the Tesla. His behavior with other women slowly wore me down. He
Bro, I wish I had a shorty pay for some things for me.
secretly messaged his ex and regularly, women he effectively did not know, almost always streamers significantly smaller than him. He would follow them on social media, reply to Instagram stories, and then message them daily with flirty and playful conversations and never in front of me. When I brought it up, he claimed they were just friends or that my behavior was controlling, reminding him of his ex. I have never been uncomfortable with partners having female friends, especially given how many Josh publicly had, but random women he had never interacted with, messaging daily despite me saying it made me uncomfortable and crossed a line. He continued anyway, stating that I'd never break up with him. At one point, he even said that if he cheated on me, at least he would get clout from it.
What?
One of the most telling moments to how little he cared was when I was anxious and emotional, and he told me to take a pregnancy test. He made me go buy it alone and then went live on stream. It was not even an important stream, just casual mod games that could have waited. He never came out of his office to check on me. My friend G was the first person to know the test
Hey, that's not G.
was negative. He later texted saying he assumed it was negative. I later found out that day he had been texting his ex.
I'm not gonna lie. G Nelly, yeah, G Nelly. Listen, as shitty as this situation is, let this be a lesson to her. Dating content creators just ain't it, bro. It truthfully ain't it. I blame them both also. I'm not gonna lie to you. I blame both of them. It is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I blame both of them. As soon as you said, hold on, let me go back to the Google Doc real quick. As soon as you, what the fuck's the Google Doc? Oh, there it is. As soon as you made an excuse for what seeing, once again, love makes you do a lot of stupid shit. As soon as you make an excuse after seeing what did the ex say? What did the ex, something about the ex? Fuck, what was it at? I believe there's an apology explanation that he was trying to delete old content involving his ex, even though it said like, what does it mean when your ex is too soon? Like that should have been, that should have been like the telltale. Hey Dean, I blame you for getting cheated on too. It's both your fault. Well, my situation is different. I wasn't in the same house and I didn't look at the call log from Tynesha with the Hellcat. I was getting shot at in Africa. So I think my situation I think it's a bit different. There's a lot of I think it was a lot different completely than that one, to be honest with you. A lot there's completely different. You can't compare the two, Rods. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare the two. Mine was really different. he said he said, all right, man. That's how you know you got him, chat. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker came out. I know you're trying to play devil's advocate. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? I like doing these because, like, first it's unpacking it and like you know, you go back and forth with the chat a little bit. But it is what it is.
When he started streaming with the LA creators, our entire life flipped upside down to fit around theirs. He told me it was temporary and that he wanted to take advantage of the opportunity while it was there, meaning the clout and connections that came with it. I genuinely like the LA creators and hold no resentment toward them, but after over 6 months of being his last priority and watching him care more about their approval than my well-being, the relationship was already over. If any of his creator friends were even mildly upset with him, it would ruin his entire day. But if I was truly upset with any of his actions, he effectively did not care. He would stonewall me or go to bed while I cried next to him and never changed his behavior. During the end of our relationship, he traveled to LA numerous times for various events or sometimes no events at all, and just consistently extended staying longer and longer each time. The breaking point was when he
LA creators over his own girlfriend. Man, LA is a special place.
said he was traveling to LA for one of QT's events, which I don't think he ever ended up taking part in, and then left me home alone for the entirety of the Christmas season, knowing that our relationship was already in a vulnerable place. Throughout his stay in LA, I had multiple conversations about how upset and depressed I was, and how his consistent bad behavior was only making it worse. Despite all of these conversations, he just kept extending his trip anyway. He then came home on the last possible flight on Christmas Eve and walked in the door and didn't even give me a hug, and we just sat in silence eating dinner. I obviously was heartbroken and really upset as he just continued to ignore me the rest of the night, but when we went to bed, he then tried to sleep with me, to which I rejected. On Christmas Day, he once again barely spoke to me. However, we spent the day at his family's house, to which he was dead silent since he said he was tired from jet lag. We came home and went to bed, and he then tried to sleep with me again after ignoring me the entire car ride home again, which I rejected. Japan was meant to be our first proper trip away together. Instead, it later became a creator trip. I loved the people going, but our relationship was already in shambles and I could not pretend everything was okay.
Oof. Okay, now I do feel bad for Shorty. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Bro fully just full on used her, bro. Now, yeah, bro. At first, I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. At first, I was like, he was finessing. No, that I'm being completely honest with you. At first, I was like, oh, he finessed, he got off easy. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, bro, she actually put an effort in.
I stayed home.
Don't condone this shit, Dean. I'm not. I'm just gonna wait for. I want to see what he says.
I had already
Also, you know what I'm saying?
tried multiple times to leave him. While he was in Japan, he asked me to wait to break up with him and think about it. I couldn't wait anymore. I sent him a long message explaining why I could not wait for him to.
Yeah, right now, bro. It seems like she's putting in a huge effort, bro. What she did put in a huge effort to, to fix the relationship.
Come back. How broken he made me feel, and how deeply depressed I was, and all of the unforgivable things he's done. I honestly.
Dean with Snapchat takes. Will I hear your finish? No. Listen, chat. Just listen. Within this 13 years of streaming, I've read countless Google Docs, countless. And well, this is my first time audio taping one and listening to it. Okay. So I'm not one to just like off the first fucking paragraph and say fuck the person, but I'm not gonna lie. Ellum was a pretty bad person in this situation.
Thought breaking up with him while he was there was kinder. He was surrounded by
Real voice? Did my voice go squeaky?
friends who could comfort him, and it meant he could go to LA afterwards instead of being stuck in the UK, which I knew he did not want to be in anyway. My friends in the UK were deeply concerned for my mental and physical health. I barely left the
Wait, is my voice still good, chat? Okay.
house and stopped eating regularly. I showed up alone to Christmas events, visibly sad. When I first told him I wanted to break up with him, he rejected it, and overnight he became the perfect boyfriend. It showed me he had always known how to be a good partner. He just did not want to be one for me until he felt there were finally genuine consequences. He was suddenly attentive and thoughtful, almost disturbingly so. But if I sat alone too long, he would ask what I was doing or who I was texting. If I did my makeup with the door closed, he would come in, open the door, then leave. It was not comforting.
Ooh. So there's the. Oof.
It was upsetting. During this stage, I overheard him on the phone with a creator friend saying he thought the relationship was GG. assuming I was asleep, which made it feel like our relationship was a joke to him. After we broke up, we stayed in contact briefly. On Valentine's Day, he sent me an Amazon package with flowers and a teddy bear, which I thought was sweet, until I realized the package also included a S*X toy that can be controlled through an app.
Give me a second. Dean buying one, brother. I'm not buying a goddamn toy you can control. I had one. Only had one time in my life. Dean looking it up right now. I'm not. Shut the up, chat.
He told me on the phone to let him know if I had used it. I told him that it made me deeply uncomfortable, and
That's weird though. You can't just break up with someone and then send them like. You can't like you gotta, bro. I just be asking about anything.
found it creepy, and he said it was just a joke. When he came back from
That was weird.
LA after the breakup, I stayed at Talia's house so he could collect his belongings and leave because I did not want to see him. He said he needed more time and instead streamed the entire time and left packing and moving to the last possible minute. He knew there was a camera in my office and had no reason to be in there as none of his belongings were in there. Throughout the course of my stay at Talia's, I had several notifications saying there was movement in my office. When checking, I saw he had repeatedly showered in my office bathroom and walked past the camera completely naked multiple times, even after I texted him reminding him there was a camera there. We had 3 separate showers in the house, and prior to this, he had never used my office bathroom before. I also need to say this clearly. The way he treated our dog Pudding was heartbreaking. When I flew back to New York to visit my mom, he would not let her out of her crate until around 5 p.m. because that was when he woke up since he stayed up late to play with LA creators. He would not walk her, did not clean up her messes.
Bro, is that why he wanted to get out of? Is that why he wanted to get out of the UK so bad? He got a wait. When did he get signed? When did he get signed? He got, because I remember he was in the UK for a minute and then he came over. I think after his. Damn.
Rarely played with her and often locked her out of his room while streaming. He did not pay for her food, grooming, or vet bills. When I flew back to London with my mom, there was dog poo all over the backyard. Although he's admitted publicly,
Because the whole UK scene don't fuck with him. Bro, what's the reason the UK scene don't fuck with him? What happened? So another Miz. Okay, I'm not gonna. I want to go that far, but he did some weird shit though. This is the reason. Wait. Oh, they all knew. No, because remember at the beginning of the Google Doc, she said they knew him before her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, does that make sense? Oh. Oh shit. They knew about his activity, and that's why they blackballed him. Damn, bro, how you get blackballed from a country? Bro, what the fuck? Bro. But he got blackballed from a whole country, dog. Dead ass. Bro, isn't that crazy? Bro. Fuck's sakes. Ray and Pokey saved his ass. Yeah, I mean, that's before they knew, but now they know. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. At the beginning, like, not thank God for fucking the taping of this shit. Because at the beginning, when I was reading it, I studied in Florida, so it wasn't processing correctly. So now that I'm hearing it, it's a lot better. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. Yeah, that's. Huh.
That she is my dog, and that I was the one who mainly took care of her. She is still currently an emote in his stream. I initially dated Josh because many of our mutual creator friends vouched for him and believed he was a good guy who had been treated badly in his last relationship. Over time, the truth slowly revealed itself to all of us. I later discovered that this was a pattern of behavior that had been repeated in his previous relationships. I take accountability that I let him get away with far too much.
Wait. Say that again. Say that again. Hold on.
In his last relationship. Over time, because many of our mutual creator friends vouched for him and believed he was a good guy who had been treated badly in his last relationship. Over time, the truth slowly revealed itself to all of us. I later discovered that this was a pattern of behavior that had been repeated in his previous relationships. I take accountability that I let him get away with far too much, gave him far too much, and paid for far too much. My nature and love language is very much gift giving and acts of service.
How did he fumble, bro? Giving an acts of service. Bro, he fumbled the bag. He fumbled a good one, bro. Says you? Hold on. This is the second time you said that. Jen, who the fuck I fumble? Bitch? I dare you. Hold on. Hold on. That's the second time you. No. Don't says me, says who? Who did I fumble? You gonna say really? I didn't fumble Savvy, chat. Me and Savvy we were together the other day. You would have known that if you were on my subscription list for my Instagram. But we just Tay. Okay, but I didn't fumble Tay like that though. I ain't even in here that much, and even I know you fumbled Tay. Okay, rare sighting from Julianne. Julianne, I hope you're well. Thank you so much.
And sadly, I allowed him to take full advantage of that until there was nothing left for him to gain from me. In a conversation following the breakup, he agreed that he took advantage of my kind nature. I stayed silent because this relationship did not just hurt, it derailed me. I have not fully come back to content or felt like myself since. Something I loved for the better part of a decade became tied to trauma. I did not want my career to be defined by him, but his actions left a mark anyway. This was not just cheating. It was emotional torment, manipulation, and intentional financial and career exploitation until there was nothing left for him to benefit. Despite this being incredibly long, this is only a fraction of what I endured in my relationship with Josh.
How long were they together, chat? Chat, how long were they together? Your 300 biddies from Kartik. Hello, Dean. I had to come over from you to say that you have fumbled a lot. Shut up, Kartik. Fuck up. 2 years?
I am sharing this now because staying quiet has not helped me heal. I want to be able to move.
Yeah, I think that's the saddest part, man. It's like the mental, like, listen, I'm a very big advocate of of like men's mental health, but like I'm right now, her mental is absolutely cooked. Imagine putting your best foot forward in a relationship for 2 years of time you can't get back. That's non-refundable, right? And the dude is just using you, bro. And the dude is just using you. Truthfully. I think that's the worst part. And now, I mean, we'll see what happens, right? Because what he has to respond to this, or he could just ignore it. But I'm not gonna lie, 3.4 million views is crazy. You know what I'm saying? No, do not compare him to Miskif. That's kind of crazy. But he did some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? He did some weird shit, but I like Miskif weird. So on stream, he said he is a good guy and doesn't care about this. Wait, he saw it on stream? Yeah, he was. How long was this? You know what's crazy? Zerka's face says it all. Hold on.
Never speak again.
Jacket you've got on. Why are you backing away from me? Do you not know who I am? I'm a celebrity.
I don't know who you are.
I'm a celebrity.
Hold on. You guys can't see his face. Hold on.
Never speak again.
Jacket you've got on. Why are you backing away from me? Do you not know who I am? I'm a celebrity.
I don't know who you are.
I'm a celebrity. You've never heard of Bingleton Manor. You sound British. How do you not know who I am?
I don't fuck with your kind.
What in the hell does that mean?
Tories. Never speak again.
Jacket you've got.
Isn't it crazy how never really deep shit up until like you kind of look back at it and some fuck shit happens? God, man. Oh, y'all knew? Bro, I didn't even know. This was Ellum's reaction, Dean?
None of this is something which I am afraid to acknowledge.
I'm not gonna watch the whole thing.
So yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of those things I'm gonna have to address. So it's all good. It's fine. It's all good. I just didn't think I would need to address this, but it's fine. Just obviously bad timing with the fact that this whole thing, but it's all good. That's fucking insane. That's literally fucking insane. That's actually insane.
Bro, I feel so bad.
This is
we're supposed to go Christmas shopping an hour ago.
Honestly, guys, this is
not Christmas shopping, but Christmas credit sweater shopping.
Because I'm not like this. I'm reading some of these comments and shit.
Why are you reading comments?
It's just so unfair. Psych, can you... Psych, hello? Hello? Can you give me like 5-10 minutes? I just need to deal with something real quick. Yeah, no worries, bro. Yeah, no, chat. It's because like this isn't even a... What's upsetting about this is the fact that like... I can literally talk about this. This is, I don't know if I want to talk about this right now. Or
you hated it for 7 months.
But honestly, you know what, low-key though? Low-key, maybe this is a good thing. Because this has been something which I've been so... Like... I don't know. I've been so much I've been trying to fucking deal with for a long-ass time.
I'm sorry. I have to put this up. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm going to address all this shit. It's whether I address this right now or whether I wait. I can't decide. Because I'm ready to fucking rip the band-aid off on this shit. We want to go there. We can. I've been waiting for this shit. I thought this is someday this shit would happen, but honestly, like, nah, because I don't want to get. Nah, because I'll be real, chat. I don't want to get fucking fried over some shit. Which like, some of this shit which I'm reading, like, obviously I'm like, as I said 1,000 times of shit before. I'm not like a fucking like no one's an angel and shit. But to like do this is like so below the belt. Even nah, I'm not getting cancelled. It's just my ex has just done a fucking. There's no point me like not mentioning it because you guys are gonna see it anyway. My ex has done like a twit longer on like our relationship, and it's very skewed in terms of like stuff. So I'm having to like right now. I'm just trying to figure out whether I talk about this now or whether I talk about this. What is this?
Not looking good. It's oh man, it's not looking good. It's
Wait, what?
you see the thing is like I was hitting let me hear both sides out.
Huh?
Dean, he doesn't address anything. He just thinks about it for like 30 minutes. You missed what X said? What did he say?
Wait, what?
Why is this crackhead awake? I don't even give a fuck about this drama. If you stream with earbuds, you're guilty. Fuck it. Oh shit. I'm not gonna lie. What sent me was this part right here. This is what sent me.
Insane.
The jitters, bro. It's like the nervous jitters. Like, oh,
That's
I got
actually insane.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got caught. That's what gets me. Oh, bro, the debunker, huh? And the unpacker.
About this now. This is like fucking.
Bro.
No, it's fine. We're just like, look, guys. Like, I'll reply to this properly, right? But ultimately, look, people in relationships are gonna make mistakes on either side. You know, again, you know, when there's a breakup, there's gonna be things that there's gonna be a reason for it, right? There's gonna be mistakes on both sides, and I've always said, I think my biggest thing I've always said is I definitely wasn't an angel, but some of this stuff is like way too much detail.
Hey,
you know, but there's different perspectives on how things happen.
Bro, he's actually not saying anything,
and I know I'm a good guy, so it's
fine.
Wait. It's just when I see some comments, obviously it's kind of like hard to read some of them. It's when people call me an incel and shit, because it's like I'm literally not.
Bro, he's shaking. Oh, bro, he's shaking. You think he's shaking? You think he's shaking more about like what she said on the internet, or is she shaking more about what his LA friends are gonna think of him? Because I can just tell you my thought process. Listen, I don't hate the guy. If he did all of that, you're a pretty fucked up person. And you should do better. Right? Oh, LA people? Okay.
Like I'm a good guy, and I know I'm a good guy. So it's just when that happens, it's obviously kind of sucky.
Ellum, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. You gotta give me something more than that, bro.
So
you gotta give me something more than that. Because those 6 pages of you not being a good guy. 6 pages. And I read all of it. Well, I read 3 pages, and I audio taped the last 3. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, it's I'm just not gonna read the comments on it. Like, it's fine. There's gonna be people who won't even like care to hear me out from my side. But yeah. Your biggest problem here, man, though? Look, guys, even when I'm reading through this, again, a lot of these things, like, there's just like some bits of information here which I don't think, like, I guess it's just like I don't know. I think it's like a little much on the info in terms of like, I don't know. There's like some stuff like kind of very private stuff, which probably didn't need to be like shared from that regard, but it's fine. Like, and the thing is, I respect it. Like, it's not like I'm not gonna like tell. I'm not gonna in any way.
He's way too jittery, and bro, it's oh, bro, this ain't good. This is not good. This is not good, bro. This is not. Oh, bro. Bro, chat. Bro, tell me how many bullets I've dodged, though. Chat, on a real note, how many bullets have I dodged? Bro, I'm dodging bullets left and right.
I'm not gonna invalidate or say that she's wrong for feeling any of these ways. And obviously, it's the way she's taken some of my actions, and there's gonna be actions from the other way around as well, you know, and like, and it's fine, you know, it's and it's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna invalidate how she feels. That's completely fine.
But did you do it, nigga? Did you do it?
You literally traumatize her, dude. Like, again, this isn't. Okay, it's literally whether I address this now, because I think. Pause where you react to response. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I think it's because I want to just. I'm just trying to think how, like, whether I just do this now or whether I wait, because I want to just fucking talk about this. Like, this is like so much. There's a rambling saying nothing, because dude, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. It's not anything else. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. That's what I'm trying to decide. Because I'm not. This isn't something which I'm not gonna. I'm not saying anything on impulse. It's just like. Yeah, well, I don't even want to necessarily sleep on it. It's just like, it is what it is, right?
Bro, I have sat here and let my cameraman sit in my amazing, nice lobby. Well, he was in his car for the first 45 minutes. And then now he's down there in my amazing, nice lobby, listening to you yap about it. Bro, you haven't said shit, Ellum.
Like, I'm not, like, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do right now.
All right, chat, listen. This is the Unpacker. This has been Unpacked. Listen, CARA, that's her name, right? I am so sorry you went through what you went through. I mean, 15 minutes of just trying to figure out if you want to say something is kind of crazy. If it wasn't like instantly in stream, we'll get back to it later. I probably would have took that, to be honest with you. But that didn't happen. If those things that she wrote in the goddamn Google Docs or what you said, you're a pretty fucked up person, to be honest with you, bro. You should be ashamed of yourself. It is what it is. Karma comes around in a circle. Hopefully you don't have a daughter and that goes through the same thing. God forbids, right? But with that being said, this shit's been unpacked. Man, I've been dodging bullets like crazy, bro. Miz, Nina. Bro, I'm like Neo. I'm like the black Neo of this shit. Bro, at this point, if I don't show up, that means there's gotta be something. No, I'm joking. Like, it's just crazy.